Hey everyone, it's Yasmin Wetland and welcome back to my channel. I am super excited to come on camera and just to be back on YouTube with all of you because I feel like I've been a little distant lately because I've been so overwhelmed with college. But on to the juicy news for the day. All right, everyone, so Jenelle Evans has spoken and she recently took to her Instagram account and she stated how she feels super depressed and how all the hate that she's actually getting online from numerous people, even people like, throwing hate on David and actually bullying them and stuff like that. She says it's actually creating some sort of depression for her and she's actually struggling with mental illness. Now, Jenelle stated this around 2 or 3 days ago. I know that she went to her Instagram account and she asked a bunch of people to ask her questions and is she coming out with more cosmetics and why is her and David liars and just numerous questions, and she was answering them and her answers were actually pretty sad. They were pretty depressing. She was stating that because of all the hate and due to all the hate, she is literally just deleted social media apps. She is trying to get her mental health together. She's super sad and everyone has literally won. They got what they wanted. They hated so much on her and David to where she is now super low and super sad. Now, I'm not too sure if Jenelle is doing this, because she wants attention. And if that's the case, that's horrible because you have people out here who actually do struggle with mental health and stuff like that. I know Amber Portwood recently did a live stream and she was just trying to give mental health advice to people. And I'm just like, I don't know if in Amber's situation she'd be even giving mental health advice to people like that because she's still going through her own issues and she can ultimately be making herself look bad if she says too much on camera, given that she has a whole legal court proceeding to go through. But back on Jenelle, I don't know if she is just faking or not, but I don't know. I think she can probably really be in a depression because, she's been stating online numerous times that she's actually done with MTV. They're done with her. She's not going to be back on MTV. She's not going to be back on Teen Mom. She can just kiss that goodbye, and that's literally signed, sealed, delivered. That's a finalized thing. That at least that's what she's saying, and she's saying that she won't be on the show anymore, and that's really it. So I think that's probably a huge deal to her. She probably feels left out when she sees the show airing and events happening and these lavish trips that are going on and all the teen moms and all the money they're making and all this stuff. She probably feels super left out and probably regrets some choices that she has made. But ultimately, numerous times people have literally stated to Jenelle that had she just separated herself from David, got rid of David, he was a bad influence. He's tainted her entire her lifestyle, her everything. Mind you, Jenelle's not an angel. We're all no angels, but David didn't make it any better. Had she just separated herself from David, obviously the outcome probably would have been different and MTV would have probably been more forgiving, but that's not the case. So I think she's probably definitely dealing with something. I think she's definitely dealing with some sort of mental illness or sadness or depression. I definitely think that she's dealing with depression. I think she's dealing with sadness, everyone. I do really think sadness and depression is two totally different things. Being sad and then just having depression is different. I do know the difference, but I'm stating that she's probably dealing with both, and she's probably dealing with a lot of regret in regards to David Eason. David Eason has literally just drove Jenelle into the ground. She was already making poor decisions with her life, but to have somebody help aid in that as well is not good. I think MTV would have been a lot more forgiving had Jenelle just said, you know what, I'm going to separate myself from David and I'm going to do what's best for me and my children. I feel like MTV would have took her back on the show, and this entire hate that she's getting, I feel like would not even be a part of her life right now. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't be giving her hate. A lot of people wouldn't be, tweeting her and DMing her and saying crazy things about her or horrible things if she would have just made better choices with her life. She said numerous times again that she does not plan on leaving her family. She doesn't plan on leaving David. She doesn't plan on any of that. She's happy with him. So if that's the case, then here is the consequences of that. You don't get the show back. You don't get the money back. You don't get any of that back. You fend for yourself and find income in your other ways of which you state. So I think this is definitely a learning lesson, and especially to people just on the outside looking in, that if you have a toxic person in your life, that they can really drive you into the ground, and it would take yourself to, you know, pick yourself back up and get your life back on track. So I think this is definitely a learning lesson. And if Jenelle is being serious with depression, I really hope she gets help. Because, I mean, David has a temper. We've seen David have tempers numerous times, and it only takes one time for him to say something wrong or say something crazy to her, and maybe she can just fly off the handle that day because she's already dealing with regret, or she's already dealing with maybe a little bit of, I don't know, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Resentment. Maybe she's resenting David. So they definitely are not the happy couple that we all think they are, but if they are, kudos to them. I just wanted to let you all know what Jenelle had said, since I know Mental Health Awareness Day had literally just passed by. So what do you all think about this? Do you think that she's really regretting some of the decisions that she has made thus far for the sake of keeping David? What do you all think? Thank you all so much for tuning in. I am Yasmin Woodland, and until next time, see ya.